Hello dear students, how are you? I wish all of you will be healthy and safe. So, students, from today we are going to start our next unit, that is spreadsheet. So what is a spreadsheet? A spreadsheet is a program in which we perform the calculation over data. So the most popular spreadsheet program is MS Excel, Microsoft Excel. So MS Excel is not new for you. All of you are familiar with MS Excel. You know how to perform calculation in MS Excel and you know the basics of MS Excel. But this time I am revising the basics of MS Excel. So let's start. Okay. So now, as you know, the MS Excel contains number of sheets. So all these sheets are called worksheet. Okay. The complete file of MS Excel is called workbook, and the workbook is the collection of worksheets. Now you can see the sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So using it you can add another sheet, okay, like this. Okay, sometimes it is difficult to distinguish the sheets, so you can name the sheets. Okay, it's very simple. Double click on this part and write down the sheet name. For example, it is for class 10. Okay, so using this you can easily identify the sheet. Here you can write class 11th. Okay, so this is the way to naming the sheet. Okay, so now, so your sheet is the collection of number of rows and columns. So what are rows and what are columns? The horizontal cells like this, these horizontal cells are called rows. Okay, so now the rows are identified the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, and the vertical cells, these vertical cells like this are called column. So this is the column A and this is the column B. Okay, so the horizontal cells are called rows and the vertical cells are called column. Okay, and rows and columns are made up of cells. Cell is the basic building block of any worksheet. Okay, so what is cell? The cell is the intersection of row and column. So this is the row and this is the column. So intersection of row and column is called cell. Okay, and the cell where we work, it is called active cell. Here this is the active cell. Here this highlighted cell is called active cell. Okay, and what is cell address? Okay, so cell address is the place of the cell. Okay, the location of the cell is known as cell address, and this is the address bar. It shows the cell address of the selected cell. For example, I have selected this cell, it is showing the address of this cell, that is J4. So in the cell address, first you have the column name, after that you have the row number. It makes the cell address. Okay, and now cell range. What is cell range? If you select multiple cells adjacently, it makes a range of cells. For example, if you select these cells, now the cell range will be A1 to A13. Okay, if you select these cells, now the cell range will be A1 to A12. This is the last one cell, A1 to D11. Okay, so this is called cell range. And this bar is called formula bar. Okay, what you do in a particular cell, it will be displayed in this bar. It is called formula bar. If you write anything here like student's name, for example, student's name, so it will display in your formula bar. Okay, if you perform any calculation, then it will be displayed in the formula. If you apply any formula in a particular cell, so the value will be displayed in the cell, but the formula will be displayed in the formula bar. For example, suppose you have the here value, for example 85, here you have 95, here you have 78. Okay, I am performing the addition. Now equal, now address of this cell is A2. Now equal A2 plus B2 plus C2. Okay, now you can see the result here, but the formula will be displayed in the formula bar. So using formula bar, you can easily identify the which formula, which function is used in this cell. How the value is evaluated in this cell, it will be displayed in the formula bar. Okay. Now, so next one is how to perform calculation in MS Excel. It's very simple. To perform calculation in MS Excel, first put equal sign. After that, use your values with operator. For example, 78 plus 96 into 2 and so on. Okay. But before performing calculation, you have to input equal sign. Okay. If you don't put equal sign, in this case, you will not get the result. Okay. Now you are, so this is the string and this is the number. Okay, that's why it is not performing the calculation. Okay, until you will not put the equal sign, it will not calculate your result. Okay, if you write down the equal sign, then it will evaluate the result. Okay, so this is the way to perform calculation in the MS Excel. Okay, now some interesting feature in MS Excel also. For example, you want the range of values. Okay, for example, now 1, 2. You need the values by increasing 1. Simple. First select these two cells and drag it. Now you can see the values are increasing by 1 automatically. It depends on the selected pattern. For example, if you want to increase the value by 2, so simple, write down here 1 and 3. Select these values and here you can see the difference of 2. So now if you drag the pointer, now you can see the values with difference of 2. Now 3, 5, 7 and so on. Okay. If you write down your, for example, January, okay, if you drag it, now you can see the number of months. If you write down Sunday, if you drag it, you will get the week name. Okay, so this is the another interesting feature of MS Excel. These are called auto list. Okay, so you can create your own list also, but these are default list. Okay, now let's move to the next topic, that is AutoSum. Okay, this is the first topic of your syllabus, AutoSum. As you know, AutoSum is auto, it will find the automatically addition, but in AutoSum we have few functions also. Okay, but before performing any calculation, before applying any function, first you have the data. To perform calculation we need some data. So now I have the data. Okay, so now I have the marks of some students here. Okay, this is the list of students and now these are the marks of the students. So here I need the total of all these cells. Okay, so simply select your cell in the home tab. This is your home tab. In the home tab, in the editing group, click on this icon, the sigma icon. This is the AutoSum. Okay, so now click on it. After clicking and pressing enter, you will get the sum of all these marks. Okay, so AutoSum function automatically select the horizontal cells and vertical cells. Okay, there is no need to select manually. You can select manually also, like this. For example, you need the total of all these three values. So now select these three values and click on this sigma icon. Now you will get the total of these three values, but I don't need these three values. I want the sum of all these 5 values. So click on it, okay, and press enter. So in this way you will get the sum of all these marks. And in this pointer, click on this, and when this plus sign appears, now click on this and drag it. Okay, now you can see the total of all total marks of the all the students. And how to find the average? Average means the percentage of students. It's also very simple. So in this AutoSum option, we have some function also like average, count number, max and min. If you use the average, now click on average. Now it is including the 535, so that's why you have to select the values. Okay, now write down here H2, not H2, it will be G2. Now this is the percentage of Abhay Sharma. Okay, now spelling of Sharma is here, Abhay Sharma. Okay, so in this way you will find the average of the percentage of the students. Okay, so next function is count numbers. So this function returns the counting of the numbers. So how many numbers we have selected. Okay, for example, if you select this range and click on count numbers, it will return 5 because you have selected 5 values. If there is the blank cells, then it will ignore the blank cells. Okay, for example, if you write down some values here. Okay, now how many values we have? 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, if you select on this range and click on count numbers, so it will return 8. It will ignore the empty cells. Okay, so next function is max. The max function will return the maximum value in the selected range. If you select this range and click on max, it will return the maximum value, okay, in this range. So in this range we have 96, the highest value, maximum values, so it will return the maximum. Okay, similarly we use next function, that is min function. Min will return the minimum value of the selected range. Okay, select the cell range and click on min, so it will return the minimum value. So you can see in this range we have 8 is the minimum. Okay, so this is about the AutoSum function. So in AutoSum function we can find sum, average, count numbers, max, mean, and we have some more function also, but there is no need in this time. Okay, so next topic we are going to discuss, that is conditional formatting. Okay, so before understanding conditional formatting, you should know about the formatting. What do you mean by formatting? Formatting means do some changes, means you have to decorate something. This is called formatting. And the conditional formatting means you format the data which comes in the category of the condition. Okay, here you will define the condition. If your data comes in the defined condition, then it will be automatically formatted. Okay, let's see, there is no need of this data, so delete it. Okay. Now we have the marks here. I want the students, those who have got the marks more than 90 will be in red color. Okay, so for this, first of all, select your data. In the home tab, in the styles group, click on conditional formatting. Okay, in the highlighted cell rules and select the rule greater than. Okay, this is my condition. The students who have got the marks more than 90 should be in red color. So select greater than and write down the values. I need for the format cells that are greater than 9. Okay, and then select the format. Now light red fill, red text only, and okay. Now you can see the students who have got the marks more than 90 are in red color. So this is the conditional formatting. Okay, let's do again. First of all, select the data, but here I want red, the data red in color who has got the marks more than 75. Okay, so now select the data, here the conditional formatting, and choose the values. Now you can define your rule also. Okay, now more rules, cell value greater than or equals to. I want the data where we have the value 75 or more than 75. So in this case you have to select the greater than or equals to 75. Here define the, and you can set your format also. Okay, now select the font style and color will should be red. And the border, if you need border, so you can apply the border also and fill, and you can fill the color also. Okay, and okay. Now you can see the changes. The students who have got the marks more than 75 or more than 75, then the color of this text will be automatically changed. Suppose here the marks of students are 74. So in this case, the formatting will be automatically changed. If the students have got the marks 78 here, now you can see the change. It will be automatically formatted. So this is the benefit of conditional formatting. So using conditional formatting, we can focus our data on a particular data. We can focus on particular data. So next question is that how to remove the conditional formatting. If you don't want the conditional formatting, so how to remove it? It's also very simple. So first of all, select the cells and go to the conditional formatting. In the conditional formatting, you have clear rules. Now you have two options: clear rules from the selected cells or clear rules from the entire sheet. Okay, choose the required option as your requirement. Okay, now clear rules from the selected cells. Click on this. Now your conditional formatting is removed. So enough for this session, students. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Be healthy. Be safe.